Welcome to our Mock Interview Pro series, where today we're focusing on helping you ace your upcoming interview for the role of an agricultural extension agent. This position is all about using your expertise to guide farmers and agricultural businesses towards success. Let's dive right into preparing you for those challenging questions, starting with a scenario about adaptability. Can you think of a time when you had to quickly change your recommendation based on new findings or information? How did you handle it? Interviewers want to see how adaptable you are and how you handle new information that might disrupt your plans. Here are a few tips to craft your answer. Think of a specific situation where new data made you change your approach. Explain what the new information was and its impact on your initial plan. Discuss the steps you took to adjust your recommendation. Share the outcome of your adaptation and any lessons you learned. Mention how you communicated with stakeholders during the change. Now, let's look at a sample answer to help you frame your own response.
In my role as a community garden coordinator, I initially recommended planting traditional crops, but then new research showed that native plants would need less water and be more sustainable. I quickly changed my plan, consulted with local experts, and informed the community about the benefits of native plants. Our garden thrived and became a model for sustainability in the area.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for agricultural extension agent. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell me about a project where you took the lead in a community initiative. What challenges did you face and how did you overcome them? This question is about your leadership skills and how you manage challenges while leading a project. Here are some pointers to consider when answering. Choose a project that had a notable impact on the community. Describe your role and the leadership skills you used. Identify at least two challenges you faced and how you tackled them. Highlight the successful outcomes or improvements from the initiative. Use specific examples and measurable results if possible. Let's explore an example answer for better clarity.
When I led a community garden project, I organized volunteers and set clear goals. One major challenge was securing funding. I overcame this by applying for local grants and partnering with local businesses for sponsorships. Consequently, we established a vibrant garden that provided fresh produce to the community.
How have you developed and maintained relationships with local agricultural businesses and stakeholders? Can you give an example of how these relationships benefited your projects? This question assesses your networking skills and how you leverage relationships to benefit your projects. Here's how you can structure your response. Begin by identifying key stakeholders in the community. Discuss how you initiated contact and built rapport. Provide an example of a successful project that benefited from these relationships. Explain the ongoing communication strategies you used. Highlight outcomes or feedback demonstrating the impact of these relationships. Consider this sample response to guide your answer.
In my previous role, I reached out to local farmers to understand their challenges. I organized a stakeholder meeting where we discussed these issues. This led to a successful workshop series on sustainable practices, which increased attendance and engagement by 30%.
Imagine a local farming group has limited funds but needs advice on new equipment. How would you help them make a cost-effective decision? Here, they want to see your problem-solving skills and financial savviness when resources are limited. Let's go through some strategies you might consider. First, assess the specific needs of the farming group. Research affordable equipment options and their effectiveness. Encourage them to consider leasing versus buying equipment. Suggest exploring funding or grant opportunities for equipment. Discuss collaborative purchasing to save costs. Here's an example to illustrate how you might respond.
I would start by meeting with the farming group to understand their specific needs and constraints. Then I would research affordable equipment that fits those needs, looking into both purchasing and leasing options. Additionally, I would help them find local grants or funding programs that could ease their financial burden.
How would you handle a situation where your outreach event had low attendance? What steps would you take to improve engagement next time? This question is about your ability to analyze setbacks and improve future engagement. Consider these steps when framing your answer. Start by analyzing why attendance was low by gathering feedback. Enhance your marketing strategy using social media and local partnerships. Plan the event at a more convenient time or location. Offer incentives for participation, like free resources. Follow up after the event to engage attendees and re-engage those who didn't attend. Check out this sample response for inspiration.
I would first ask for feedback from participants to understand their perspectives on why attendance was low. Then, I would strengthen our outreach efforts by using social media and local community networks to advertise the next event. If timing was an issue, I would consider rescheduling to a more convenient time.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free. Just grab it below.